Imagine spending millions buying a printing machine only to realize later that this machine that you are actually using is reducing your profits on every notebook production that you are producing. And this is what is happening to most people who are starting notebook production business right now. The worst part is that most people choose a kind of printing machine based on how it looks. But the fact is that you shouldn't choose a machine because the machine looks beautiful. Okay? Choose a machine based on how much this machine can make you a production. So today in this video, I'm going to expose the real truth between DI printing machine and cord offset printing machine when it comes to notebook production. Because one of these machines can quietly destroy your production costs, while the other can scale your notebook production business massively. Some people think newer printing technology is automatically better production. Some of them think that DI machine is automatically replacing the old-fashioned offset printing. I have worked in the printing and branding space, and there is one thing I have realized. And the thing is that the biggest notebook producers are still relying heavily on cord offset printing machines. And once you understand the economics behind notebook production, everything starts making sense for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you when you should use your DI machine for notebook production and the right moment you should use cord offset printing machine for your notebook production. And I will show you the hidden cost mistakes you should avoid. And finally, I'm going to show you between DI printing method and cord offset printing method, which one really fit your production level. So why do some people love using DI machine these days? The number one reason is that DI machine does not require much setup. The number two is that it is fast to implement. That is, if you have a fast job and you want to deliver very quickly, this is where DI machine comes in. And people love this machine because it doesn't require a lot before you can produce your jobs. And DI machine can be very, very sweet if you are printing copies of notebook, let's say 300 copies, 500 copies, or let's say 1000 copies. DI machine can be very, very flexible because it gives you the speed the traditional offset printing method cannot give you. But here is the hidden problem that nobody ever told you. The same thing that makes DI machine attractive at small scale production is the same DI machine that will make all your profits to go into the bush in large scale production. Now, this is where things becomes more serious. And I want to tell you that notebook production is not all about the printing process. It is about the costing process too. And this is where it is very, very important. If you miss the costing of your notebook, nothing else matters. So your success of making more profit from producing a notebook for a client determines on one question that you should ask yourself. And the question is, how much can I produce a notebook? And if you are not careful, if you want to bring in cord offset printing method here for your notebook production, you are going to lose a lot if you are not very, very careful. Because number one, it's going to take more time, it is more stressful. You are going to do a whole lot of process by making the plates before you do the actual production. So if you have a lower scale production, like you have low order production, cord machine is not advisable for you to use. What is actually good at this particular point for a low quantity jobs, I will advise you go for DI printing method. That is going to change everything and make you to have more profit at the end of the day. Now, this is where it makes sense. Now, if you have a large scale production, like say 10,000 copies of notebook, 5,000 copies of notebook, or let's say 50,000 copies of notebook, 20,000 or thereabout, cut machine makes sense here. At this particular level now, it's going to crush the cost of production per unit cost. And from my experience and from the jobs I have done already for clients, this is why if we have much jobs, we use the code printing process, okay, to produce those jobs, because it's going to crush down the unit cost of the production. Imagine you printing 50,000 copies of notebook using a DI machine. No, the cost price, the production price is going to be too much. Okay, so when you have a large scale production, you go for a cut printing machine. Okay, you understand what I mean? And honestly, this is the part most beginner printers don't take time to calculate before they invest their money. Okay, and I want to tell you from what I have seen already in the printing industry, most of these big printing press, they still rely on the traditional printing methods. They don't really rely on what is really flashy or all these new DI machines. Okay, they still rely on all the traditional printing method, because at a large quantity printing, it makes them to have more gain in that job. Okay, it makes them to have more profit in that job. So it is not just about convenience, it is about the economics of the production. Okay, how much money will DI machine leave for you at the end of the day? And how much money will cord offset machine leave for you at the end of the day after production? By the way, if you want, I can create another video explaining the actual notebook production profit margins. How much do you need to invest on machines? I will still put that still within that video. How to calculate your papers for any notebook production and a real factory workflow setup. So if you want me to do this video, comment in the comment section part 2, and I will do that video if I have up to 10 people commenting part 2 in the comment section. And now I want to tell you that this is the most interesting part of this video. What do printing industries do in this innovative printing age? Here is where things become really interesting, because top printing press do not use only one system of printing method. They use both systems, and it is working perfectly for them. And if you want to scale your notebook production business, I would advise you use the hybrid system. That is, you use the DI system workflow and you use the cord offset printing workflow. This method is going to change everything for you, and it's going to help you maximize more profit in that your business. So this is what they do and how they use this workflow. Now, printing press, those big printing press, they use DI machines for urgent jobs. Okay, if they have any urgent jobs, they use it to deliver urgent jobs. And if they want to test run a job and see some samples of those jobs, they use the DI machines to do that. And if they have small order, low quantity order, and this is where the DI machine still comes in. If they have large massive contracts, this is where they switch to cord offset printing. So now here is the question: between DI machine and cord offset printing machine, which one is better for your business? And I will tell you and advise you from my experience that you should use the DI printing machine if you need flexibility, if you have low orders, okay, you don't want to print much jobs, so DI machine works perfectly there. And if you need fast setup, DI machine works there as well. But if your goal is mass production, lower cost per notebook, industrial scale outputs, and long-term profitability, cut offset printing method is the best option here that I should recommend you should use. Now, the real mistake is not you choosing the DI machine, and it is neither you choosing the cord offset printing machine. Okay, the real mistake here, if you're not careful, is if you do not understand your printing level, your production level. That is where you are making the real mistake. Because if you use the wrong machine at the wrong level of production, it is going to quietly kill your profitability. So I would like to know in the comment section which of these notebook printing method you have used before, DI machine printing method or the cut offset printing method, and which of these two works best for you. I would like to have your opinion in the comment section. And if you have any question concerning this tutorial or any tutorial at all that is bothering you, you can still drop the questions in the comment section. I respond to all questions in the comment section. If you have watched this video to this point, it means this video is valuable. So do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to somebody who wants to start a notebook production business. If you want to see the complete workflow of how I produce this notebook for my clients, how much I charge the client, and how I was able to deliver a quality job for my client, watch this video. See you in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.